right, remember, this is a public service campaign
You want me
to
like
reach.
what it's about, or
Yeah.
just start it?
You got the floor, Shelly.
Okay. So our commercial, I guess, public service announcement was to reach young boys from the ages of 12 to 16, and to keep them from littering. So this is what we came up with. Oh crap! Hold on. Sorry. Wait. Time out.
I'm moving out your way.
Like are we supposed to act this out, or do we?
You can explain it or act it out, whatever you want.
Okay, we search now.
Well, we're gonna explain.
All right.
Since I'm up here, and I have the mouth and then get the gab, we're gonna explain. Okay, so like with our thing, we came up with what gets young boys' attention, young men attention. So like we had 2 young men in our group, and we're like, well, what strikes y'all? What gets y'all attention? What might make you look in an ad? And we start thinking sports. Automatically, I thought of sports as a girl. I know boys are all about sports. All my cousins are boys, so it's like sports. So I asked them, like, okay, who is somebody you would look up to as, I guess you could say, celebrity status or sports that you see and, like, admire? Because young men look up to celebrities and, like, admire them and want to be like them. So we came with LeBron. Everybody knows LeBron's a wonderful basketball player.
Yes.
Most boys idolize him. Some guys can't stand him because he's the best on the court. And, like, we thought, okay, not only do we don't want to just target LeBron James, because what about the people that don't have TV or know that much about sports or whatever? So why not make it at a public park, which is in almost everybody's neighborhood. Everybody goes there, and it's a common place for common people to go. And it's a common place that's for everybody to come in contact with. So let's get a common area.
Nice.
So we came with a public park. And then not only just the park, we're not just like, oh yeah, here's the park, and LeBron walking through the park. No. What specific part on that park are we going to focus on that is also what most young men focus on? The basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
The basketball court. Most do, but every time you see a young man at the court, like yesterday when I got off work, it was just full of young men. I'm like, okay, all they do is play basketball. They don't just play video games. They're always on the basketball court. So it was like, okay, the basketball court. And, like, we're not going to focus our whole entire thing on, look, there's LeBron telling us not to litter. No. There's going to be an intense game of basketball between young common men. LeBron's going to be shooting around, possibly even being the coach of them. And, you know, and then we're going to show, like, clips to get them, like, people's attention, like, hey, that looks like, and, you know, they're going to continue to watch it because they think they've seen something and they realize it, but they're not for sure and they want to find out. So we're not going to just focus on him. We're going to show clips of him, glimpses, maybe his shoes, a number on his jersey, just little things that'll get your attention.
You know, like, him with his, like, some ladies, if you want to target the ladies, show them, like, with his shirt off, playing basketball with the guys. Shut up. Don't make me smack you.
Well, see, we took it as an older routine, like, you see how JL looked at us, like, that's why it's like, when we targeting, you have to show glimpses and clips. It's like, we know it's going to be some young girls that's like, ooh, his body nice, you know, so we might show a glimpse of his arm. And like, it's going to be some young girls that's like, who is that? Or love basketball, like, you show a glimpse of his number. And then, like, that gets attention. Like, JL might have been like, oh, that's blah, blah, blah number. Instead of looking at his arm like, ooh. You know, I'm just saying, you have a different view of everything going on here. And then, like, at the end, towards the end, like, after they get done playing the game, sweating, dripping, they're going to drink Gatorade. And not only, and, like, they're going to drink and be conversating and everything, and LeBron's going to be off to the back, you know, and drinking it. And then, like, they're like, yeah, let's go. And instead of them throwing it in the recycle bin that is right there where they throw the bottles down, they throw it on the ground. And then we're going to get a close-up of it's a recycle bin right there.
And
why
the
would
bottles.
you throw them on the ground?
We're going to get,
you know, and then with the positive influence, you know, we're going to have a celebrity or whoever it is step up and be like, hey, why litter when you could just stick it in right there or whatever? Making that you know, whatever. And then it's all about respect. So, like, at the end, we'll have maybe a couple kids or even whoever it is, the main focus or who's going to get people's attention, explain to you why you shouldn't do these things and how you could make a change about it, or maybe influence young people that want to make a change with things and tell them how they can and get together and start an organization or a group, or even start more recycling. Talk to the city about getting more recycling bins out or more trash things out closer to areas where kids are, because, like, I know out here at this park, you're way here, you're way on the playground, but it's a trash can way across the thing. That's too far to walk. Especially in our mind, we're a generation that's lazy. We're not gonna just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna walk over there and be like, yeah, and go. It's just not gonna happen.
And it will work like
So it's to target that, and also to not only just target these young kids to get motivated to do it, but to help us motivate the older people and the older generation and those that really don't pay attention that much to get involved in helping us get that done, helping us keep it clean, because we can try to keep it clean on our own as kids, but at the same time, without the proper help, we're really not going to get the job done.
Okay.
So this is our
Excellent.
Excellent.
All right.